and champions in their region. And this was a really big deal. Colorado's a big place and has a lot of teams. And they enjoy being champions. Well, who wouldn't? There was praise and adulation at every turn. In the midst of it all, they never forgot something. And that's something I remember our friend Pastor Amy using as one of her favorite phrases. And more lately, we've heard Ken say it. And that is, never forget who you are and never forget whose you are. Oh, there's a scripture in 1 John 3, verse 1 that describes this group really perfectly. And it says, what an incredible love the Father has given us, that we should be named and called children of God. And that's what we are. He knows us each by name. Keith, Cindy, even Roland. And there's another version of that same verse that says, see what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God. And this teaches us about the very nature of God's love and the practical implications of this love in the lives of Christians. And that is this. Children of God love each other. Children of God are there for each other. And children of God take care of each other. So for this team, naturally all of that championship, jubilation and things was very short-lived. Well, soon something happened that brought it all to an end. We can guess what it was. It was graduation. A bittersweet time always. But when this graduation happened, it took most of that great team with it. Everyone who was part of that program graduated except for two. And one of those was a freshman. And we all know what happened next. It was time to rebuild. And rebuilding is exactly what they set out to do. And through it all, they held on to what they all knew. And that is, never forget who you are and never forget whose you are. So these players returned to the tried and true. They practiced and they worked, and they worked and they practiced. Over and over. They learned each other. They learned how to work together, and they learned how to play together. They had really early mornings, and they had late nights. And all the while, they surrounded their meetings with prayer and with knowing who they are and whose they are. Well, soccer season came around again soon enough, and the games began. And one of the sweetest moments was seeing the team in prayer before the games, and that prayer being led by my grandson. And just one aside, if you look at things around you and look in your life, and you might see messes. We all have messes. You might see things you'd like to change and things you'd like to fix. But a moment like that makes all of the rest of it go away. It's a moment like none other. And in that moment, nothing else matters. Well, after the team's prayer, our group of parents and grandparents formed our own circle and had a time of prayer before going up in the stands. What better way to support the players we loved? We all prayed for safety, for sportsmanship, and prayed that God be glorified. Well, the first game came and went just like it had before, but with a huge difference. Our guys lost, but undaunted, they returned to what they had known all along.